Okay, alright. Assalamualaikum and welcome to another episode of
Scuba Syndicate.
Okay, with me, Rod, Han, Haikal, and of course at the back of the camera we have Apai Tabu, and thank you very much for joining us in another episode with another special guest.
And
like every episode, all guests are special. Okay, before kita lupa, thank you very much to ASK Coffee.
Yeah, SK Coffee
For sponsoring our coffee needs every time we
Yeah.
are recording our episodes.
Aku suka kopi.
Lepas ni kita nak request yang tu kan, apa ni, yang no sugar.
No sugar.
No sugar, yeah.
Tu lagi steam tu kan.
No sugar, yes, betul.
Dan sekarang kita shoot lepas isyak. Lepas ni boleh shoot masa apa? Masa tahajud.
Betul. Anyway, so yeah, definitely welcome to Scuba, our podcast, Scuba Syndicate podcast. I think you must be wondering why you are.
Why?
I mean, first of all, thank you so much for having me. But yes, I'm just thinking out loud. Why am I here?
You guys don't know it yet. We went to the same college. Yeah, so
Oh my gosh, yes, yeah, we did.
We went to the same college.
Siapa nampak lagi muda? Jangan jawab.
It's okay, don't
Dia
worry.
CD aku tapi dia lagi muda.
Kau college mana ni?
Kita Taylor's College.
Yeah, Taylor's.
Taylor's University.
Shout out siapa-siapa, lecturer, crush,
Tak
those
apalah.
yang you tak suka.
Continue the conversation.
So of course we are communication students. So we are also communications professionals. So
Budak-budak
Maybe
corporate
he
com.
is. I try to be one.
you are one lah.
Patut dia punya cakap pun diplomatik kan, cakap itu.
Betul. Dia ada lenggok je.
Linggo.
Dia ada lenggok je.
Mula-mula jumpa pun cakap macam tu.
Betul. Dia
lepas tu
dia pandai berbahasa.
Bila dah lama pun cakap macam tu, cakap karakter dia begini kot aku rasa.
Tak, we choose our words wisely. That's why.
Yeah.
Unlike me lah, I like to give that punchline.
We know.
So definitely has been diving with us lah, Viking lah. I think I got to know you. I mean, before that we never knew each other lah. Let's be honest. Walaupun same college.
Not masa college.
Not masa college kita.
Kau jumpa dia masa bila? Well, not college lah. Lepas tu Viking kan.
Okay, then dekat Viking we siapa-siapa you went to Taylor's? Dekat mana? Dekat Bali. Complication. Okay, so macam lah tak jumpa dulu. Okay, so
Jumpa
anyway.
kau.
We have some mutual
We have
friends.
some mutual friends. Exactly. Bukan some, many mutual friends.
Yeah,
correct.
many mutual friends.
Many mutual friends.
Aku jumpa kau masa tu bukan dia seorang. Ramai tu.
Apa sebab?
Terkejut sikit aku. Courses or was it like a
Was it
project
yang
thingy?
tahun 2018?
I think so. It was in
Her
Glenmary
company's-
Pool kan. Yang company lah.
Oh, yeah. Back when there was a very active scuba club.
I think super active scuba club lah that time kan.
Yeah. And we've been diving together for a number of years. Especially kat Tenggol lah kan.
Yes.
I think for us, me and you, kita tak pernah diving outside of Tenggol.
Yeah, I
Probably
don't
we
think
will one day because of our privilege. But however, you have achieved that, MSD, Master Scuba Diver, not trainer, not instructor level,
MSDS.
MSD
S.
sahaja.
MSD sahaja.
Master Scuba Diver sahaja.
So for those who don't know what is MSD is the highest recreational certification that
For
a diver
PADI.
can obtain. For PADI,
Yeah.
SDI,
SDI will
bersama-sama lah.
be Master Diver. Master Diver. SSI so the same kan? Master Diver.
And in order to obtain this, you need to have 5 specialties. Why? What made you want to do all these 5 specialties and plus rescue diver
Kau
juga?
kena tanya specialty apa dulu.
Specialty apa you ambil?
Aku tak tahu.
Jangan belik-belik sebenarnya.
I was hoping that you jangan tanyalah specialty apa. Sebab saya tengah nak ingat balik sebab dah lama ni.
Tak apa, it's okay. As long it's not ENT lah.
ENT.
Tak ada.
I believe okay. There's digital underwater photography, of course.
photography.
Deep diver,
Deep,
wreck diver, equipment specialist,
Wow.
which Han actually taught me. And that actually inspired me to want to be him maybe 10 years from now.
I'm bald, by the way, you know, right?
You're what?
I'm bald, by the way. You know?
Bog?
Don't become me, bald. Botak.
Itu tak. I'm not inspired by that, but the equipment specialist part. And then I think the last one was emergency oxygen provider.
I see. Okay.
That's the 5 specialties yang I ambil. Ya, untuk dapat that MSD-S.
Sahaja.
But why do you take? I mean, why do you take all these 5 specialties though? Was it like because out of passion ke, or because just take it for the sake of taking it ke, or you just have too much money to burn ke?
Yeah.
that last statement, definitely no. Not that I have too much money to burn. I had to save a lot of money to complete semua dive specialties ni. But I think at first it's about, you know, I started diving year 2014.
Okay.
So at
lama
some
dah.
point, you know, macam kawan-kawan you yang baru join diving, macam everyone is doing some kind of course except you. Sebab you pergi, sebab you teman kawan you. But of course sebab I suka diving lah. But at the end you're like, you know,
What should I do?
Like what else is there? If to do the next step, which is to, I mean, after rescue diver, jadi dive master, do the DMT course. Macam, you know, being a dive pro, having to renew every year is really not my thing. I just really want to be a leisure diver. So macam okay lah, ada course apa buat. I tanya, hello Nadira, hello Mak Ji, apa yang I boleh buat. Then they say, kita ada option ni. Saya say, okay, lepas tu I boleh buat apa? You boleh apply Master Scuba Diver. Okay lah, let's do it. So there was a period of time where I had a little bit of free time. I spent a week there in Tenggol. And I just completed all the courses. Macam tu lah. But of course, yes, passion. Yeah.
Not many divers that I know
Ya, betul.
who has the MSD certification.
Biasa dia jump tu DM.
Yeah, usually
biasa
dia akan
jump tu
dia
DM
terus
tu.
dive master lah, jadi dive pro and what not.
Tapi you nak tahu tak sebab kenapa I tak continue my DMT? Sebab ada seorang dive pro ni, dia cakap dengan I, unless you really want to have a career in diving, macam you nak jadi instructor, then
Macam kenal
go
dia tu.
down the pro road. Kalau tak payah. Cuba teka siapa ni.
Itulah aku rasa aku macam kenal orang tu.
Namanya Rod.
Aku baru nak tanya, siapa Rod? Aku kenal.
Dia pula macam kenal macam kan. Ingat kau.
Aku
2-3 kali kot. Dia, really lah Daphne, as a friend lah, I'm advising you. Betul ni, betul. Tak payah. You just, you know, enjoy your life as a recreational diver.
Kau
So okay
tahu
lah.
Sebab aku tanya dia, you nak attack, you suka attack tak? Tak. You suka buat ni? Tak. So
Semua tak.
But I'm thankful for that advice because, I mean, I think I appreciate it more from this side, you know, rather than from a dive pro
Tapi Ugi
perspective.
lah. Ugi, kalau dia DM kan, dia DM, at least kita ada lagi seorang, kita boleh couple pergi kerja.
Betul juga.
Tak ada kau naik bas, tak apa kita nak bawa kereta, kalau bawa kereta mengantuk-mengantuk.
I think however so, apa nama, the thing kan kita cakap tadi, we were talking just now, you went to Pulau Weh and then after that you declared you MSD, then after that they wrote you down MSD.
Yeah, they added a T at the back.
I think they even don't know, dia pun tak tahu kan. MSD.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't
So
know.
I think when you are an MSD instructor, there's a certain expectations that is expected of you. So
Yes.
of course, you know, at least you pada jaga diri sendiri ataupun you kena jaga orang lain and whatnot.
Yeah.
As being instructors lah.
The name tu MSD
By default
kan, the title tu kan, dia gempak tau.
But yeah, it does
Master
make you
Scuba
feel like,
Diver.
wow, I've achieved something.
Yeah. Same thing with MSDT.
Yeah.
Dia sounds quite high kan, Master Scuba Diver Trainer. The next step is Staff Instructor. Dia bunyi macam lari sikit. The next step tu orang baru bunyi power sikit, Master Instructor.
Whoosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sebab how
but
it rings lah.
I think people on the boat, like normally new divers, akan macam confuse between dive master dengan instructor juga, because to them the new ones, they feel the dive master
Above
punya
the-
nama is above the instructor.
Yep.
So
To them, it's
I
all,
don't know.
to them it's all dive master. Instructor ke, boatman ke,
Yeah.
biasa ke, semua dive master.
Then when we explain to them, actually instructors yang train them baru dia,
I mean that happened to me bila I start diving. Macam dive master, instructor, tak apa, I dengar cakap dive master lah, instructor tak tahu.
Dah masa dia macam dia ada master.
Betul,
I
very
think
important.
it's the branding part.
Yes.
Because bila dia nampak dah master tu macam wow, dah master shoot kan. Even my student also same. Oh, thank you dah master, macam okay. Aku penat mengajar kau ni, beritahu instructor, and then kau panggil aku dah master. Tapi it's okay lah, just leave it. And
Yeah,
then
whatever
end of
lah.
the day explain, okay, this is the level, and then instructor, okay.
Kita juruletih ni, dia tak panggil instructor.
Juruletih.
Dia panggil coach. Last one kita panggil cikgu. Cikgu.
I suka panggil cikgu.
Cikgu cakap, okay lah ini. Anyway,
So
Kau banyak-
whatever that you've learned, you know, apa tu, all this specialty, did it help you in your dives? Obviously it helped you
I would say, as a recreational diver, it makes you a lot more aware and conscious about how you dive and like your surroundings, and helping to make sure like kawan-kawan you know, people on the boat are
Yeah.
okay. Like sebab I bukan dive pro, so I wouldn't be the one yang macam you kena macam ni, you kena macam tu, but you help to observe. If anything, you tell the responsible people on the boat, and then to alert the people. So I feel it does help in that sense.
You wanted to ask something?
what?
You wanted to ask something?
Itu saya cakap. Kau berapa kali dah, berapa kali sebulan, or do I phrase it right kan? Berapa kali sebulan kau pergi Dungun Tenggol?
Bulan sekali.
Ni kena
Sebulan sekali ke? Aku rasa macam every fortnight je.
ada, ni kena backtrack sikit. So actually I got certified in Tenggol year 2014. But from 2014 until 2018, I pernah balik to Tenggol maybe 2 kali je. 2 kali sebab first time I failed. Second time baru I certified. Lepas tu I tak pernah balik Tenggol until 2018, bila I was part of a very active scuba diving group lah at work. And then that's where I met people from Viking. So that season 2018 to 2020, sebelum COVID, I rasa during diving season setiap bulan kot. Tak adalah every fortnight, but setiap bulan. And I was jokingly telling you all just now, which is not really a joke. I think I see them more than I see my own mother. That's how I became good friends with most of them in Dungun. And but after COVID, maybe once every 2-3 months lah.
Why Dungun tu? Why Tenggol?
Why Tenggol?
Why Viking?
Okay, I answer why Tenggol lah.
Very diplomatic.
Communication student.
Kau kena faham. Dia ni sekarang kan, dia punya level bukan biasa tau. Dia dah macam Tenggol royalty.
Janganlah. Bukan.
Dia Tenggol queen dah ada. Kau panggil Tenggol princess lah.
Okay, why Tenggol number 1? I mean, it's very special sebab I got certified in Tenggol. Yang tu pun sebenarnya I ada cerita how I got certified, but maybe, I don't know, later or another time.
We got time.
We got time.
We got time.
Yeah, but why Dungun / Tenggol is because number 1, it's so convenient for people like us yang tinggal kat KL, right? I think many of your guests yang datang pernah cakap juga, like literally it's a 3.5 hours drive sebab I tinggal kat Ampang.
Oh, lagi dekat.
To the Gombak Toll is literally 10-15 minutes, and then another 3-hour drive kalau you tak stop to the Dungun Toll. Convenience. Tu sebab I think kalau kat Semenanjung memang this is the best lah. And it's also a place where not every other person is going for a holiday, and you know the corals are ruined and the experience is bad. when there are certain kind of travelers who are there, right?
The communication student. Very diplomatic kau tengok.
And I mean, on the island, there are only 4 resorts if you choose to stay on the island. But kalau orang macam I yang suka tinggal dekat mainland, like, yeah, you have all the options after you return to the mainland to eat, to do whatever you want. But most importantly, the diving is, I feel, really exceptional. Yeah, you can't compare with many other places in Semenanjung. And kalau nak compare to, you know, our East Malaysia side, I would say most of the time, the chances are you will have a much better dive in Tenggol versus a few other places in Sabah, which will cost you maybe, you know, nearly 100% more. Yeah, the cost is also a lot more manageable as someone who lives in KL to go to Dungun, I rasa.
Yeah, you've been diving Tenggol since 2014. So now it's like 12 years.
Oh my gosh.
Within that
yes.
span of time, you see the deterioration of, corals.
Okay. Unpopular opinion lah, I feel. Mine is an unpopular opinion sebab I rasa lepas COVID, for the exception of 2024 where that major bleaching happened, like even now when you go back to dive in Tenggol, dia macam there are more things to see. Somehow the corals are mostly nearly all recovered. And that's why I keep going back. Macam you tak boleh nak stop.
So suffice to say, dia macam improve sikit lah. There's a bit of improvement.
Yeah. And I think maybe sebab everyone who goes there are mostly just divers. You know, like I mentioned earlier kan, you don't have any other holiday maker go on the island. And kalau memang orang tu dah diver, you pergi, you have some sense of responsibility, you have to do something. Except for there are people who dive for the wrong reasons. But yeah, I would say even the people who operate there would try to do their best to conserve or preserve what we have in Dungun. And I hope everyone continues to do so because it's so important.
I think not improve. I think it's flourishing. That's the correct term, kot. Flourishing.
Yeah,
I think
I would say so.
Just to add on to your point, the global coral bleaching that happened again in 2024 for Tenggol, I think the recovery rate is personal percentage for me. I think from my observation is 90% or more.
Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah, because kind of at one point we saw everything was white, almost white, almost skeletal-like. In terms of all the corals, then probably towards the end of the year we could see the improvement. All the corals are coming back to life, colors are coming back, and
it was devastating. Masa
that time what? 31.
2024.
No, 31.
Oh,
30 degrees.
Yeah.
31 degrees.
31 degrees.
We were there last weekend. It was 32.
Seriously?
Yeah,
but
man.
there was no bleaching.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't start bleaching.
Just
Oh
a
my
month
gosh.
back, just after Raya, was 25, 26. A huge contrast.
Banyak beza.
Banyak. Aku pakai daripada Raya.
And I think that's what makes Tenggol special kan. Like,
You didn't expect.
Yeah.
Cold
And
waters.
the latest one yang I nampak is dekat Tokong Timur, the School of Barakuda. Like, mana datang tu?
Not boat schooling.
So anyway, okay lah. Apart from Tenggol, you've been travelling around as well, kan, to a lot of places.
I've been lucky enough.
Recently Maratua.
Aku balik last week.
We know who you went with.
Okay. My
You
friends.
were not here.
Oh, dia tak ada.
Dia tak ada. Dia kena bayar, kena beli
Oh, dia
jiwa.
kena-
Oh, Syah.
Yeah.
Dia kena mangga solek. Yeah. How was that?
One word. Okay, 3 words. 4 words. Out of this world. Like, amazing.
Because we saw all the footage you guys uploaded on all the social media platform. Kita macam nyampahnya aku.
But above everything else, I mean, of course, sebelum kita pergi tu, semua orang macam, oh, I hope you see the orca. I hope you see the orcas. Tapi, too bad, they were migrating and they went further south already. But it's okay. But I rasa my group, together with Shah, right? Oh my God. The best thing that happened to us was the ornate eagle ray.
Schooling.
Yeah,
schooling.
Tak adalah, seko je.
Oh, seko.
Seko je.
Super.
Because when okay, so sebelum kita pergi ke Marah Tua ni, myself and Chris, my partner, we were just looking at all the footages and tiba-tiba ada this ornate eagle ray video that popped up. And we were reading and it says that, you know, this is critically endangered, very rarely spotted, and it has only been spotted less than 100 times ever.
Wow.
Ever. So kita macam, how nice if we could see this in Marah Tua. And sebab memang crazy lah, it was just crazy. Because that dive was to cari leopard shark.
But you found something else.
Ya, kita jumpa juga leopard shark tu. Turun-turun sebelum aku boleh adjust mask aku, dah keluar leopard shark tu.
Leopard shark besar? About 2 meter long.
treasure shark jumpa kan?
Slightly lesser than 2 meters lah. Treasure shark ada juga.
Oh, jumpa juga.
Which apparently the orcas ate a lot of them while they were there. They stocked up on food before they went further south apparently. Sebab diorang cakap diorang jumpa like half-eaten body of treasure shark floating. Yeah, and that was the orca.
But treasure shark macam slow je kan?
Bukan laju. Tak laju.
Dia laju,
Laju juga.
Laju, tapi kan kalau dia nak show tu dia relax.
Kalau dia nak show lah.
How big was that on it?
I would say nearly as in the, ni panggil apa? Lebar? Wingspan. Yeah, I think maybe about 2 meters.
Wah, besar.
Yeah, so that because the dive to cari leopard shark, or they call it leopard there, leopard shark, memang you have to stay at like 18-20 meters until you see something, then you go further down kan. So because the visibility macam infinity and beyond is so beautiful. So the spotter, our guide, nama dia Pairin. Bukan leopard. Dia dah jauh kat depan. I think he is at least 15 meters away from the nearest person to me, which was Chris. And then from far aku nampak Chris macam ni. Dah macam aku tak nampak lah. Aku tak tahu apa kau tunjuk. Tapi I started my camera and pointed at the direction yang dia tunjuk lah. Then macam maybe some eagle ray lah, whatever, you know. Then macam dari jauh lah nampak. Dan tiba-tiba as it comes closer, macam oh my God, isn't this from the video that we were watching before we came to Marah Tua? It's an ornate eagle ray. And then lepas tu nampak leopard shark ke, eagle ray biasa ke, apa ke, macam whatever.
Doesn't matter. So assuming kan, yang eagle ray yang kau nampak tu sama ke dengan dalam video tu?
Sama. Confirm
it's the same
sama.
Thing,
yes.
So it's residential. Dia memang resident.
We hope so, and we hope that other people will get to see it too, because it's really that rare. There you go.
Kau duduk je lah dekat Maldives tu.
Yeah, so Marah Tua, please go back there. I want to go back there.
It's better than Raja Ampat ke? It's better than Triton Bay ke?
I think
You've been to Triton Bay as well, right?
Yes, I have been to Triton Bay. Macam
Marathon
mana nak cakap ni?
different kan? Different
Yeah,
kan?
I mean everywhere is nice. Like, I mean, I would say.
Sebab Marathon pelagic dia
Betul.
quite different.
Tapi
pelagic.
you saw the dolphins and whale shark at the same time,
Dekat
right?
Triton Bay. Yeah.
Dekat mana?
Dekat Triton Bay.
Tapi the thing is, all these places kan, dia different feel, different grasshopper pun.
Yeah.
Betul?
Sure.
Betul?
Sure.
And then
so
famous
susah nak cakap which
famous
is better.
dekat Maratua sana, the schooling of barracuda kan.
Yes. It's
Huge.
I tak tahu lah macam mana nak cakap. It's so magical. Walaupun I've seen it before. I've been there before. This is my second time. But you still rasa macam Wow.
Yeah, we get it lah. Cakap Italian and Japanese cuisine kan. Cakap two different thing. Distinct taste. Lain-lain. Sedap juga.
Tiba-tiba you lapar ke Han?
Tak payah cakap. Baik kita cakap.
Aku hinting je siapa nak sponsor makan.
Okay, please take note.
Please take note.
Apart from Maratua, where else is an interesting destination you've been to?
Oh, tadi dia kata dah pergi Triton Bay.
Yalah,
Oh, Triton Bay
Triton Bay,
different.
macam ni lah. My advice about Triton Bay, please go at least once in your lifetime. Sebab, can you imagine
Dah
that...
3 flight.
Yalah.
Macam mana? Flight?
So,
tu
KL, Jakarta,
Jakarta.
Sorong, Kaimana.
Yeah.
And then another 1.5 hour
Another
boat
one
ride.
dah apa lagi?
Tapi boat tu best lah.
Oh, okay.
Boat tu best.
Kau live on board lah masa kau pergi Triton Bay.
No,
Tak
dia
ada.
Triton
land
Bay.
base.
Nurul, tempat Nurul.
Land base, yes, tempat Nurul. And that whole area, memang no one else dives there. So at any
Yeah.
one point in time, if you know they are at maximum capacity, memang itu je diver yang ada.
So it's untouched, it's pristine.
Absolutely untouched, absolutely pristine. It will, like, everything is on steroids. Yang you thought you have seen it all until you sampai to Triton Bay. But the thing is a little bit, what is that word? Misleading. Sebab, misleading in a good way. Sebab, people talk about, oh, you boleh nampak banyak-banyak whale shark together with dolphin semua. So, masa aku pergi tu, I mean, I was so busy with work before that I didn't research anything. So all I did was bring my GoPro. But the amount of macro you see there is like macam you pergi 5 different macro spots. Everything you see in one place. You name it, they have it. Like, I completely regret not having my macro camera with me, and my aim is to return to Triton Bay to do. And you don't even need nitrox. That's how
Shallow.
amazing, yeah, that you can see all these crazy things. Can you imagine kat satu tempat ni, one spot you tengah tengok ada frogfish, warna kuning, warna pink. Then, you tengah tengok dekat belah kiri tiba-tiba ada satu lagi warna hitam, warna hijau. Mana nak cari? And then, after that, you move another 2 meters and there's a blue ring octopus. And yeah, at night, there are walking sharks. And yeah, you just have to go at least once. Kenapa? Sebab cost dia tinggi sikit lah.
Walking
Yeah,
shark.
cost dia tinggi.
Yeah, walking shark.
Literally walking shark.
Yeah. It's
they're very
unique to
cute.
Raja Ampat. Yeah.
Okay.
But the only things kalau nak pergi sana, jangan lupa bawa kamera makro.
Yes,
Betul.
kalau ke Triton Bay, don't focus only on the big things. There are big things, tapi please tolong bawa your macro camera. You will not regret it.
Ya, cakap walking shark. Aku ingat shark cakap yang steroid. Shark isak sayur ke apa?
Shark tu dah lupa nak swim.
Yeah.
I pun rasa sebenarnya dia memang jalan je.
Jalan.
je.
And the funny part buat night dive tu, you are only 2 meters. Kalau you berdiri memang kepala you like some parts is less than 2 meters. Yeah.
Dia macam coral cat shark.
Oh, okay.
Dia macam
Coral
coral cat.
cat shark tu macam mana pula? Okay.
Dia macam walking shark.
I want to see that next.
Coral cat shark is very similar to bamboo, brown banded bamboo shark.
macam
Cuma dia kecil lagi, lepas tu that's the full size. Lepas tu dia pattern dia macam kain batik.
Dia macam kalau orang kampung panggil shark bodoh.
Ha, you bodoh tu, you bodoh ni
Dia lebih kurang kan?
Bukan, dia lebih kurang same family kot. Dia different
Different
species. Ha?
Different mother.
Totally different mother, totally different father, grandfather, all different. Tapi tu lah, dia coral cat shark. Dia come out at night yang biasa.
Ya.
Mana nak tengok ni?
Perhentian
Perhentian.
ada.
Tioman.
Tioman ada.
Tioman
Tioman kat
ada.
Rengis.
Rengis.
Tioman kat Rengis.
Tenggol
Okay,
susah sikit.
I'll try to go to these other islands.
Tenggol tak ya, susah
Takut-
sikit lah. Pasal
takut
kita
you
tak
pergi
dive
nanti
night.
gatal.
Kita don't do night dive. At night kita buat concert.
Takut dia pergi Tioman kulit dia gatal.
Dah biasa juga Tioman. Dah Tenggol.
Okay.
Tak, the thing is you always go to Tenggol, you are being spoiled. Sport
I
with good
wouldn't
visibility.
disagree.
Sport with good visibility.
Service.
Sport with great service, I
good
would say.
service. Sport
Yeah.
with tak payah angkat tank sendiri.
Yeah,
Sport with
betul.
you no need to go shore dive.
Betul.
You go to
Tak payah
Tioman.
sentuh pasir.
Tak payah sentuh pasir. You go to Tioman lain cerita. So
Ada orang
Different
basuh
service.
equipment.
ada orang basuh equipment.
Roti bakar, coffee tea ada kat depan.
Ini nanti kena buat sendiri kan.
Sekarang ada konsert lah, boleh kalau ada time-time dia.
Concert?
Ya.
I've been missing out on the concert. So next round, please make sure the concert.
You mean having concert
Anyway.
every night?
Itu you need to come to the dive center.
Oh, okay.
But ini Pak Ayub lah.
You apa talking about the dive destinations. Yalah, you been to Maratua, then after that Triton Bay. Where else? Where other the diving destinations yang interesting? You been to Japan juga kan?
Oh my gosh,
You
yes.
don't think
I dah
Japan?
lupa lah.
Japan, yeah.
Seriously?
Dia lupa.
This what
Yes.
Okinawa?
No, Mikomoto.
Mikomoto.
To chase the hammerheads. Tapi tak berjaya sangat lah.
Ada ke?
Ada jumpa
Ada
kan?
tapi 2-3 lah.
Few
Not
lah.
as
Big ones
per the social media post
Yeah.
lah.
Besar lah, besar.
Besar.
You tahu kat sini ada? Dekat Pasar Terengganu.
Oh, that's sad actually. Yeah. But yeah, Japan, the diving there lain sikit because I think they are super rigid. As in the operator that I went with, memang kalau dia cakap pukul 11 kita akan jalan, kalau you tak ada on the boat pukul 11, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, and memang dia akan brief you, this is exactly how we are going to do it. You just have to follow. And if you don't giant stride and drop down exactly where your guide goes down, they will still move forward. Because the diving there is memang like based on the currents.
Challenging
Yeah,
sikit
you
lah.
are catching the currents so that you can catch the hammers.
That means you playing with blue colours.
Completely.
punya-
Yeah.
Blue
yeah.
all
blue.
Yeah. So that was an experience about, kan like you said, I'm spoiled diving in Tenggol. But thankfully, because I dive in Tenggol, you are trained in all kinds of conditions. Sebab there are the calmest dives in Tenggol and there are the craziest dives yang macam your mask is falling off. And because of that, diving in all these strong currents, especially macam hari tu dekat Mikomoto, it was
Strong current.
manageable.
Manageable.
Yeah. Japan, where else?
Would you say Japan is the strongest you had or?
No. I think the strongest currents I've experienced once dekat Bali and then the other one,
Bali. Okay.
yeah, Bali and the other one dekat Triton Bay.
Oh,
Dekat this dive site, nama dia Batu Jeruk. Batu Jeruk. I will never forget. And it's the very first time, like I've done nearly 700 dives. First time yang I memang cakap dengan the guide, that's it, like, it's only less than 25 minutes. Please, abort dive. Tak boleh dah ni.
Cukup dah jeruknya. Cukup
Super
jeruk.
strong.
Yeah, there's no point continuing. Tapi dive site tu memang cantik. Cantik sebab all the batus memang covered in jeruk. Like the corals are
Oh, okay.
orange.
Macam, okay.
Kat Indonesia jeruk kan is orange.
Betul. Es jeruk.
Yes. And the coral, oh my god, you rasa macam, is this even real? Tapi at some point, like, I still want to be alive to see more jeruks, you know? Please let me go up now. Yeah, that was
So
crazy.
this is like fields of jeruk.
Yes.
It's like orange all the way.
Yes.
That means
Oh,
on
that'd
that
be
time you
something
fight
else.
the current ke apa?
Yes.
Oh.
Bila turun is completely calm and then tiba-tiba is like,
Coming
because
straight away.
if I'm not mistaken, it is like a channel heading out towards the more open sea already.
Wow.
Memang gila lah masa tu. I think Shah has, I was there with Shah and the whole gang as well. Yeah, I think he has some video because I think he had his Insta 360, wanted to take some footage, but it was just impossible to shoot anything. So he just left it on the whole 25, 26 minutes. Nanti you suruh lah dia tu. Memang macam,
Hey, just a side track. You guys balik dia admitted apa pasal?
Oh. So, tapi tak kena mengena dengan diving sebenarnya.
Okay.
Splinter. Lepas tu bila keluarkan splinter tu, sebab splinter tu dalam. So kena cut a little bit, and then sebab it's at the sole of the feet, and then the next day we are still walking around the place barefooted and all that, so kena infection. So kena some small procedure to take it out to remove the infection. We paid a high price for all the things we saw in Maratua. Sebab I had bleeding ears.
Bleeding ears?
At first, I thought that was the end of my diving life. There was blood coming out. After
What, you rupture your drum or something?
I thought I ruptured my eardrum. I was messaging Nadira like, macam mana ni, aku dah tak boleh dive ni. But after I went to see the specialist, it turns out
Pimple?
not actually. Now that you mention, maybe it might be. No, so that there is a wound right before the eardrum.
Okay.
A wound right before the eardrum yang macam maybe infection tu dah lama kat situ. And then I think because of the dive profile up down, dia burst. But masa dia burst when I was already on the surface lah. But masa diving tu, bila nak ascend, I rasa that swelling dia probably expanded a little bit and covered the whole ear canal. Sakit yang macam rasa siapa yang Tuhan nampak panggil aku balik sekarang.
Siapa yang nampak sebenarnya bila bleeding tu? Siapa yang nampak? You nampak sendiri ke?
No, masa tidur.
Masa tidur.
Bila bangun darah keluar.
Banyak
banyak juga nanti I tunjuk you gambar.
Bang, masa tidur nampak darah mesti terkejut.
Yelah,
Kau
pukul 3
dekat
pagi.
kepala pula tu. Dah kulah mana gigit kau ni?
Bila masa pula kepala aku darah ni.
Tapi not related to diving lah, it turns out.
Talking about ears kan, yang bengkak ni. Kau pun kena kan? Kau lepas
Baru-baru ni
kena.
bengkak.
Dah baik dah
Infection dah okey lah. Cuma ada some buzzing sound.
Tak ada pimple kat dalam telinga tu.
Kau check ke belum?
Dulu pernah sekali masa tu aku time zaman-zaman sekolah lepas sekolah kan. Aku ada pimple. Lepas tu time tu aku tengah berangin dengan abang aku, bergaduh dengan dia. Dia tumbuk, pimple tu pecah. Ui, darah. So aku pun drama. Sebenarnya pimple yang pecah.
Good one.
Main-main lah.
Mesti abang kau terkejut. Oh my God.
Abang terkejut. Tapi still gaduh lagi. Guys, nak tahu
Boleh
tak?
fokus ke?
Daphne ni, dia hidup dengan haiwan setiap hari. Dekat jari dia ada seekor manta yang dibawa ke hulu ke hilir.
Taklah
Kesian manta tu.
Ini is not the only one kan. Ada banyak lagi kan.
Ada ni dengan penyu
every
je.
time dia pergi midday, dia semua benda dah ada dah. Tapi dia akan spend banyak.
Alamak.
Aku tahu sebab every year dia akan kerja kat biking je bu, lepas tu kerja lagi tiba-tiba dia hilang. Lepas tu lagi dia bawa balik dengan
Mak, janganlah santuikan.
Dia media punya princess juga kan. Selalu next stage kan. Dia cakap apa biasa kata sorry.
every year you speak
bukan
media.
kita tak nak pergi.
Bukan every year. 2 years only.
It's
Okay
not
lah,
that we
2
don't
years
want to
tu.
see. Kita bukannya tak nak tengok, tapi kita kena bertugas. Tak boleh tinggal booth.
Apa soalan tu?
So, what did you speak about?
What was the subject?
Okay, first I want to say thank you to Nurul for inviting to be part of her panel.
Thank you, Nurul.
Thank you, Nurul. Last year we spoke about diving in currents. So it's just a very casual chat lah, like because I think she had people with different experiences, yang baru start, yang dah lama, and dive pros as well in the panel. And then the year before cakap pasal apa?
Diving
Woman
without
in
currents.
diving.
Woman in diving?
Is it? That typical.
Something like that lah.
Kan?
Women in diving punya panel.
Or maybe
lah.
diving
Woman
with
empowerment
dress?
semua ni.
Diving with dress? Tidak, itu bukan saya. Itu kategori lain.
Kau pernah pakai?
Nak dengar ke cerita?
Boleh.
Tak ada. So lately in my most recent trip, adalah I memang tak faham why some divers they dive. Okay, tapi ni my opinion sajalah, okay? They dive for the wrong reasons. Macam hari tu kita pergi Maratua tu, there are some other divers yang unfortunately have to be part of another group, which all they wanted was to go back to the very same dive site, which is the channel, to tengok Barakuda tornado tu. just to get the best shot. And they were in dresses.
Wow.
Like
Define
tutus.
dresses. Oh, tutu.
Yeah, like ballerina kind of dress. Yeah, siap ada hat, ada makeup, ada... I mean...
Ni kau talking about lelaki ke perempuan ni?
Perempuan
Perempuan
lah.
lah.
Kalau
Okay.
lelaki, next time I spot, I tangkap gambar untuk you, okay?
I would do that.
Okay.
Actually-
Next is you.
Benda macam ni pun I don't okay, I don't understand. At the same time I don't do it lah. I don't do it. However, I know friends and also other divers do it lah, pakai baju Melayu contoh.
Baju
itu
kurung.
Tak ada salahnya, tak ada salahnya.
Tak salah, of course tak
tak
salah.
salah,
But I
tak
think
salah.
macam I don't fancy it. I don't agree with.
Aku
Nak
rasa-
buat lah kan.
Aku rasa dia started masa bila tau? I was about to say that they started with baju kahwin.
Itu lain, itu ada occasion.
Betul.
And then dia melarat-larat.
Tapi
Lepas
raya
tu-
nanti orang cakap raya pun occasion juga.
Tapi
Probably.
kalau raya pun diorang buat satu dive je pun.
Raya is one thing.
Shoot
Raya-
satu dive je kadang-kadang.
Tak raya satu hal. Halloween pun ada. Santa punya Christmas, Santa punya kostum.
Alah, Hans tiap-tiap dive dia dengan dia punya kostum.
Aku memang dah jebalang laut dah cerita.
Tapi aku rasa lah kan, okay, contoh mungkin okay, probably lah kalau if you see that pakai Santa Claus, okay, probably boleh lah. And also kalau bercakap macam tu, I have to agree that okay, pakai baju Melayu pun boleh lah because ada occasion.
Yeah.
Tapi kalau macam just simply just dress up just for the OOTD at the Barracuda punya tornado is like
Yeah,
That's for the gram.
That's the
That's for the
point I'm
gram.
trying to make. Like, you shouldn't be diving sebab it's all for the content,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I sedih bila I tengok diver macam tu because they don't really respect, the environment that they are diving in. They don't respect the people, the other divers who also paid the same amount of money. Maybe they paid more, I don't know, to request to keep going back to the same dive site. Tapi, like, yeah, kita diving sebab kita suka, yes, but also sebab we have learned to appreciate the environment. We have learned how to appreciate the local culture of the different places that we have visited. And respect. Like, all this diving and travelling opens up your mind. Tapi bila I tengok diver-diver macam tu memang diving just for the content, it narrows down.
Yeah.
It shows how shallow.
Mentality lah. It's about
Yeah, and
mentality.
it's very sad. And I don't know, my personal hope is that whatever operators anywhere, yes, you make a lot more money by, taking these people to the same dive spot throughout the whole dive trip. Tapi, what is it exactly you are imparting on these divers?
Ni dia pakai sekali tu je ke? Ataupun dia pakai the whole dive trip tu macam tu?
The whole dive trip, every single dive has only one objective, which is to get the best shot, the best video, to create the best reels. I
Memang
don't
selfish lah.
think, selfish, very selfish. And it's definitely the wrong reason to dive. Kalau macam tu, I rather aku tak nak jumpa kau kat dalam air tu.
Ni dah vanity dah sikit kan. Tapi
But okay, I guess
But it's
Each
luckily
his
you are
own.
not in the boat.
luckily I'm not in
Yeah.
that same
aku
boat.
paksa orang pakai dress. Kalau 100 dive, jangan beritahu aku masa aku kerja dulu. Kalau aku tahu kau 100 dive kan, cakap, okay guys
bukan
lah.
ada dia patut tak payah pakai baju ke?
Macam
Kita kat Malaysia.
if you got something to show, I'm okay. I get excited seeing you shirtless, okay. Kalau kau tak boleh bring that excitement, kau pakai bra, kau pakai skirt. Let's go diving. Underwear is optional.
Okay.
2 weeks ago we had a 100 diver.
Patut kau ambil
100 dive punya celebration in Tangle.
Lepas tu memang gambar tu memang Hall of Fame kau lah.
So
Gambar you.
no, I tak pernah.
So ni dah berapa ribu lah.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
So 2 weeks ago, someone celebrated their 100 dive. So dia cakap lah, dia preamp, okay, sure. Then after that, there was 2 guys, me and another guy. So then I said lah, Okay lah, yang first group ni I bring down first lah. Terus Chop bawa yang yang mana okay. Because yang the guy who's supposed to celebrate is a guy. So I was like, and yeah, it's not exciting lah. So I was like, I don't want to scar my memory of this guy. So so yeah. But yeah lah, it's one of those things lah. Probably it's fun lah. Looking at people doing that and whatnot. I've never done it personally. Have you?
Kau dengan aku
Pedaping.
kan?
Huh?
Aku diving kan dia, aku pakai spender. Aku pakai spender orang tu. Memang tak boleh cakap apa kan. And then demonstrated cakap aku nak tengok dah aku buat pakai spender, lepas tu aku buat side mount dalam air.
Anyway, any other diving destinations in the future that you want to go? Not go back to, probably like
Okay.
plan.
So, my dream is to dive in all the ASEAN countries which is part of the Coral Triangle.
Wah.
Oh, okay.
So, Coral Triangle ni ada 6 countries, if I'm not mistaken.
Which one you have been?
Malaysia,
Yeah.
which thankfully we are
In Malaysia,
proudly Malaysians. We have great diving here. Indonesia,
Malaysia,
yeah.
which in my opinion has the best diving in the world. Indonesia.
Agreed.
Philippines, which also has amazing diving. And the 4th country yang baru join ASEAN last year is Timor-Leste. So that would be
Your
my next dream destination.
You ada direct
To
flight
go.
kan?
Kena pergi jumpa Fizi ni.
Tak ada.
Tak ada kan?
bukan
Bukan ada. KL, Jakarta Timur.
Itu I tak pasti.
Dia belum buat research full lagi.
Kita orang
So-
sama gang. Kita sama gang.
Dia buat dream.
Hopefully, like the connectivity, as in flight connectivity, getting there would be better in the future. And I really hope to be able to dive with my friends, with you guys, dekat Timor-Leste. Sebab I tahu, I
Kita ada
rasanya
kawan kat
kita ada
sana.
kawan dekat situ.
Hi
kan?
Fizi. Oh, nanti balik masuk podcast.
And please bring me to Timor-Leste.
Timor-Leste ni is intriguing lah.
Check flight.
Tapi I dengar
Oh,
macam
check flight,
infra dekat situ tak
infra
best sangat
memang
lagi
tak best
lah.
sangat lah.
Dia memang macam tu. Biasa kan. Dia punya words kan. Daripada kita punya organizer, kawan-kawan cakap, bro, kau jangan fikir benda lain. It's world class diving. Yang lain doesn't matter.
Yeah. World class diving is diving lah.
Tapi masalahnya we are spoiled divers. Kita dah terbiasa with, such comfort. But yeah, I guess for the diving, it's worth it. Yeah.
Ni aku kena dengan Macam lah.
Ha.
Pergi Komodo first time tu. Cakap, Macam is
Kau
world class
Komodo dah
diving.
lama.
Cakap, aduh. Dengan airport macam tu dulu. Aku tengok boat, aku dah nak menangis
Have you been to
tau.
Komodo?
Labuan Bajo lah kan?
Yeah, that one we went, I can't remember. Was early, was 2005
dia
ke?
2005?
Yeah.
2004,
Dinosaur.
2005. 2004 tu ada peristiwa berlaku juga dekat Indonesia.
Tak,
Yeah,
you
was
tanya
tak
dia
sampai.
pergi Pulau Weh bila? You tahu kan dia pergi Pulau Weh bila?
Ya, baru lagi pergi.
I ingat. I think there's a story masa you kat dalam masa tsunami.
Yes.
Dia pergi tahun
Oh my
tsunami.
god.
Yeah, oh my god, exactly. Because you have no idea what it is. No, the Japanese
How
girl.
did you even get to Pulau Weh that time?
I have this
Naik
instructor.
ferry?
Oh, yang dulu. Dulu we did an adventure. Okay, sidetrack sikit lah. Adventure. Biasa dulu you kena fly pergi Medan.
Betul.
Medan you kena ambil that small passport. That pass lah. That pass book. Which is called the blue book. To state that berapa lama you nak duduk dekat bandar Aceh.
Oh.
So it's either 14 days or 7 days or 14 days, something like that, or 28 days. You get 14 days, you get that book, baru you boleh fly to Bandar Aceh, and then from there, baru you find your way back to Pulau Weh. So you
Okay.
take the ferry. So we did the great crossing of, it's quite nearby what, Penang to Medan. Baru berapa jam, 4 jam, 5 jam je. But it took us about 10 hours lah.
Okay.
We didn't anticipate of people loading. Lepas tu bila sampai dekat Medan tu kan, dia unloading.
Lama lagi lah.
Dia bawa TV, dia bawa tilam, dia bawa macam-macam. But the
Lembu.
ferry is excellent lah. The ferry is excellent. Yeah. Normal ferry, macam Tioman punya ferry. Tapi ada jual Indomie. Dia ada jual
That's
dia ada
probably
jual
the best
kopi
part.
bandrek. Aku cakap itu aku belajar minum kopi bandrek. So that's the first and the last time aku naik ferry lah. Cakap supposed to go to Kuring Raya tu cakap no. I rather fly. Not
Yes.
everyone can fly. So tak tahu lah, tiba-tiba kena. Instructor aku beritahu. Masa tu tak ramai lah pergi Pulau Weh. Malaysian masa tu 2-3 orang. Ada satu Malaysian guy yang tie up with another Chinese at the dive shop. Tapi sekejap je. And the only dive shop there was lumba-lumba that time.
Oh,
Iboy ada.
that's where I always dive.
Ya, Iboy ada.
When I'm in Weh.
Iboy ada dive shop. Tapi dia dive shop je lah. Kompresor ada, tangki tak ada. Orang pun tak ada.
I think yalah zaman-zaman dinosaur ni memang tak ramai orang
Kan.
diving pun masa tu.
Tapi tak lah dinosaur sangat masa tu. Di Jurassic je. Velociraptor baru nak keluar.
Tapi I think it's a privilege lah for you to
Alhamdulillah.
able to go to that place at that time.
On that time,
Yalah belum
Experience gila.
tsunami. Yeah, you saw pre-tsunami
everything.
and
Yeah.
post-tsunami.
That time yang dia cakap orca ada. Dia cakap orca bantai mola-mola dekat situ.
Dekat Weh.
Yes.
Sebab Weh kadang-kadang unexpected.
Yes.
I see.
Dah lah. One time in Pulau Weh juga. Ni dah post tsunami kan. Went back. That's the only time yang aku go back. Yang belakang ni, belakang kita orang, this two guys nampak shark tau. Tak beritahu. Terkejut, dia takut. Shark tu besar sikit je cakap. Tu naik cakap, tadi kan ada satu shark tau, lalu depan kita orang. Laju. Shark macam mana? Dia besar, ekor dia panjang.
Treasure.
Okey. Buka buku, yang ni ke? Bukan. Oh, yang ni. Kau nampak treasure shark. Kali beritahu lah. Tak lupa nak beritahu. Kita orang takut. Kita tak tahu shark tu bahaya ke tak bahaya.
Tapi betul, Pulau Weh masa aku pergi pun aku jumpa manta 2 ekor. On that time depth dekat 2022 and then manta around 5 meter.
Oh my gosh.
Tiba-tiba
wow.
kan.
Besar. Macam
Gila
bila
tu.
you dekat depth yang dalam,
Aha.
bila you nampak benda yang jauh tapi besar macam quite huge.
Faham?
Even my friend last 2 years pergi Pulau Weh. Actually on that time sepatutnya kita orang pergi sekali. Me and my wife and then dia dengan wife dia. And suddenly last minute we pull out. And then on that trip dia jumpa hammerhead 2 ekor.
Yeah,
Itu unexpected.
which is why Indonesia is really the most amazing place to
Yeah.
dive. Tak kira mana, from the
Betul.
easternmost to the westernmost.
Dalam kot.
Tak, dia sama, dia
Tak,
dekat depth.
Pulau tu dalam
Ya.
tu.
Nasib baik tiket flight kita murah kan.
Kan?
Betul. High five.
High five.
We know you guys can fly. So
tapi nak minta kurang sikit lah kalau dekat Pulau Weh, Bandar Aceh tu biar harga dia rendah sikit lah.
Tak, I'm sorry, I cannot do anything. She
Neither
also
can
cannot do
I.
anything.
have you guys explored Ujung Kulon?
Hah?
Ujung Kulon.
Mana tu?
pula?
Jom Kulon tu kat mana?
In between. Dia Selat Sunda. Sunda Straits.
Sunda
Krakatau. No, it's
Krakatau.
anak
ada
Krakatau.
dengar.
So it's Java and Sumatra. Dia ada channel tu.
Oh.
So ini Bandar Sea, Sunda Strait, and then is Indian Ocean. Right. Pernah try?
That is
Java
interesting.
Ya?
Sumatra.
Java
And
Sumatra.
Bandar Sea is very far, you know.
Ya. Bandar Sea tu dah area Raja Ampat apa
Dah
semua.
Sulawesi dah.
Laut Bandar.
Laut Bandar mana?
Laut Bandar ke laut apa tu?
Laut Bandar area
Selat Sunda.
Sulawesi.
Oh, itu like different lah. So Selat Sunda lah, Selat Sunda.
Selat Sunda.
So that is the crossing. That is the crossing for all the Japanese freighters kan, dengan vessels masa World War II. So banyak ada few wrecks from Jakarta straight down tu sampai ke ujung Kulon, dekat ujung sebelum kau keluar nampak Australia. Tak adalah nampak Australia. Tapi kau dalam map kalau kau tengok globe nampak kau nampak kan.
Okay.
Itu kalau kau nampak teleskopik sangat mata kau. So that one is a place where they call 1,000 Island ke 100 Islands.
Oh.
Banyak pulau kecil-kecil dan banyak
But it's
macam
still
Pulau
part of
Seribu.
it.
Pulau Seribu.
Oh, Pulau Seribu.
Cantik.
Okay.
Tapi kita tak tahu ada
But
operator
it's
ke
still
tak
part of
lagi.
Indonesia ke?
Memang Indonesia pun.
Indonesia.
Ujung apa dah?
Ujung Kulon.
Ujung Kulon.
And Ujung Kulon ni
Oh, okay.
is where you go in. Dia ada whole package kan. Kau buat jungle walk tu, kau jalan masuk dalam hutan ni hoping to see white rhino. So ranger tu cakap white rhino ada dalam 20 ekor ke berapa ekor tu. So dah pernah tengok white rhino tu? Saya sudah 20 tahun kat sini, aku nampak tapak kaki dengan tahi. Kau nak tengok, dulu tak ada drone, kau nak tengok heli lah. But then inside that jungle, kau masuk dalam sekilo, masuk dalam kan, kau nampak coral heads,
Coral heads.
coral boulders, kulit
Huge
siput.
lah, yang besar-besar.
Cakap macam mana ada dalam hutan ni. Cakap dulu masa Krakatau meletup that 1890 something yang late 1900s tu, it generated 30 meter waves of tsunami, and the whole world was in a state of chaos for about 2 years.
Wow.
Lama ni dia cerita sejarah ni.
Zaman dinosaur.
Zaman dinosaur pun tahu wujud ke tak.
Jangan buat muka bulu.
Apa cakap pasal rack tadi kan? So you have rack specialty. So since your certification tak ada lah tu.
Which rack?
Ada lah tu. Ke ada? You've
Ada
done
apa?
some penetration ke apa after that? You've done some exploration.
They should have
ke?
done penetration lah.
Adalah, tapi dekat the rack dekat Tengku tu lah. and USS Liberty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
USS Liberty tu okey. Yang Tango Red kena pakai tali juga. Bukan
kena
boleh
pakai
masuk
tali.
keluar sana je ke?
Ya, betul. Tapi tak tahu lah I boleh cerita ni ke tak. Boleh kot.
Boleh kot lah.
Entahlah.
Cerita.
Tak apa, nanti kalau tak boleh nanti tak buka dia tu.
I memang takut like confined space. So masa tu I bagi tahu my instructor like boleh tak I tak nak masuk. So he said your only other option is if you have to do the dive briefing for this wreck dive. And guide the whole dive. So that was the option I took.
Oh.
Tapi yang tali-tali tu I buat lah juga.
Dia pasal you have to lay out the line, then you dive,
Yes.
and then you have to pick up the line again kan.
Tapi I tak masuk all the way lah.
You tak pakai arrow dengan cookies lah? Tak ada.
Cookies tak ada.
Kenapa? Why? Oh, because the fear of confined spaces.
space.
Yeah, it just makes me feel like there's no option out, you know? Like macam if you ever ask me to
Claustrophobia
try
lah sikit.
cave diving, memang I'm sorry cannot.
Claustrophobia.
Tapi macam rack tu, kalau you, let's say you penetrate, you can see sometimes the light in front of you. Is it, you can do or not?
I can, but it is not enjoyable.
Tak boleh
Like
That means you akan rasa takut tu ada.
Habis tu
Aku
kenapa you
faham.
tak ambil
rasa
deep dive?
anxious.
Deep dive specialty.
Ambil juga.
Oh, ambil juga.
Ada.
Oh, okay.
Pay attention.
Minum kopi Rod.
Minum kopi.
Okay. Talking about tu lah, your fear. You know, you've been to so many places. All over. Ada tak any of these weird
Things.
I don't know.
With experience.
Yes. Personal
I want to
experience.
say, I want to say
Best ni.
Paranormal.
paranormal punya tinggi lah.
One and only time.
Where?
Actually, twice lah. Tapi the one yang more seram to me happened in KK.
Oh.
So, masa tu, tak ingat lah tahun bila ni. Maybe 2015, 2016. Dekat je the usual dive sites yang orang pergi just off KK kan.
Ni Pulau Gaya, kaca.
So, our group quite small. I think 6-7 of us. So, bila turun, I memang dah nampak another diver. Which, because there are other divers juga kan. I nampak lah orang panggil macam ni. Dan I macam, I nak pergilah tengok siapa, but my group dah pergi depan. So I macam okay, tak apa. I ikutlah. Then dah habis dive. Then on the boat I tanya. Masa tu my friend and instructor also, I asked him, I said, just now yang panggil I tu siapa? Ada group ke yang lain tengah diving dengan kita? Tak ada lah, tadi kita je. But then I was like okay, tapi memang clearly I nampak orang tu memang pakai semua hitam. Dia panggil I macam ni.
Like scuba gear and whatnot lah.
Yeah.
With scuba gear.
Tapi
Nampak bubble keluar tak?
I tak ingat lah. Tapi
Dia pakai
sumpah
scuba pro ke?
tak perasan. Tapi memang it is
Dia
very
pakai mares, bang.
clear.
Tak tahu pasal apa.
Orang tu panggil.
Balik jadi seram.
So I don't know whether it was paranormal or not, but memang seram lah, especially when you ask others siapa lagi group yang ada kat situ, dia cakap memang tak ada orang lain. Masa yang kita turun tu memang group kita je.
Exit. Oh, yo.
Yeah.
Yang second one
And the other one
similar.
was during a night dive. Tapi yang tu maybe sebab I takutkan diri sendiri kot. I mean, number one, I'm afraid of the dark. So maybe that amplified things. Tapi as we were diving, tiba-tiba ada, memang rasa ada benda datang tolak my tank. Like every few minutes.
That means on that dive.
On that dive, ada macam you pusing, memang
Tak ada.
there is nobody next to you. Macam you know your tank, you know when somebody is pushing you, your tank
Belakang.
especially.
Maybe your body ada dekat atas tu, dia off torchlight ke?
Off torchlight
Night dive kan?
maksudnya, kalau dia off torchlight,
Gelap lah. Tak nampak. Pusing kiri kanan memang tak ada orang.
tapi memang tak ada orang pun. As in
You dua orang
we are not as in we are not so close to each other where
Oh, okay.
someone will touch your tank.
Where's this?
Perhentian.
Which dive site first?
Tak ingat lah, too long ago. Also 2015, 2016 somewhere there.
Kau pernah kena?
Yalah. Air banyak lagi, tiba-tiba tak ada air keluar. Lepas tu pergi
Yang tu.
okey lah, ni atas. Apa tu, kita alternate air source, ada with body ni atas, pergi boat check, ada 100 lebih lagi ni. So I was like, what? Yeah. Masa tu we were like 10 minutes into the dive. So tak mungkin aku tak open the tank fully. Tak mungkin, because kalau if I don't open the tank fully, probably the air would have run out at 5 minutes. Kan, because of pressure or whatever. So yeah. It was
Damn,
something
that's scary.
unexplained lah. You know? And that happened to me at Rengis Island, Tioman. It's one of those. Anyway, so what's next? Where are you going next for your diving trip?
Guess
Tenggol.
where?
Tenggol.
Tenggol.
Apart from Tenggol,
Anyway, in
Apart
June.
from Tenggol,
anything big coming up?
Bandasi.
Bandar.
That will be my first time. Yeah, this September. Yep. So hopefully, fingers
Apa, Ring of
crossed.
Fire?
Tak tahulah sebenarnya. Kalau trip yang I ikut Nurul, aku ikut je. I don't know I pergi mana. I only know I need to land at a specific airport and that's it. The rest is taken care of. So, I mean, you all pernah pergi Bandasi kan?
I tak
Should I look forward to, what should I look forward
Haikal
to?
pernah.
Haikal.
Abehan pernah? Bandar.
Don't think so. Maybe.
Kalau Bandasi memang hammerhead lah. And then the dive site also, even my friend been to Raja Ampat, dia kata dia nak repeat Bandasi.
Really?
Because Bandasi sometimes the visibility 30 meter, 40 meter away, and then good corals. But nowadays too many liveaboard. Just need to aware of that, because kadang you kena choose the dive set wisely. Actually on this September also I got offer from this liveaboard, tapi Ring of Fire 11 days 10 night. I still thinking want to do or not, because it's too long.
Ya, lama sangat.
7 days.
From daripada Alor to Bandar and Ambon.
Wait, 11 days on board.
Tu macam Tak tahu nak pergi ke tak, nak buat ke tak.
No, aku suka the idea of pergi on a vessel, pergi diving 6 hari, 7 hari tu aku dah rimas lah. 10
lama sangat dah
11 hari aku dah tak tahu nak buat apa lah.
Tapi sebab nak pergi Alo kan, dah alang-alang daripada fokus on Alo itself, it's good to have that kind of route. Tapi panjang and not everyone cannot take long holiday. Kecuali
Boleh bro. Kau tahu pasal apa? Pergi umrah 14 hari boleh ni.
jangan.
Umrah lain bang. Umrah kalau corporate
beribadah.
company ada umrah leave, okay?
Betul.
Mana ada diving leave, okay? No such thing.
Orang macam I tak ada umrah leave.
Dia tak ada umrah leave.
My diving is my umrah lah. Macam I balik Dungun, you know.
Kan?
Tapi you don't take extra leave. Do you take extra leave kalau if you go to Dungun?
Sometimes a day off. Yeah, on Monday.
Ya, kalau dia dah ambil Sabtu, Ahad and then
But if I want to dive on Sunday,
Ni mantap
then
bro.
tak harap lah nak drive
Dia bukan
balik.
2-3 hari. Dia masuk hari ni, dia pergi pagi, dia sampai pagi, dia tidur. Masuk itu diving, petang tu balik. Ataupun dia tidur satu malam, the next day balik.
I've done that before.
Dulu
sebab
lah.
kita
Pernah.
semakin muda kan, that means
Yeah.
nak rehat lebih sikit.
Semakin
Betul.
muda.
You got that right.
Okay, before we end, rapid fire.
Oh,
Rapid
okay.
fire.
Rapid fire.
Tak. Senang je. First one. What mask do you use?
Tusa. Elite. HD.
Susah ili.
ECD?
Tusa Voyager.
Oh.
Regulator?
I know.
Jangan cakap Tusa.
No, I know.
Ziegel.
Oh,
F8. Recommended by him.
Fins?
Scuba Pro Go. Go Sport, I think.
Oh, okay.
Wait. The regulator you brought from Glamory?
No.
Oh, bukan.
No.
Okay. Ziegler F8.
Direct to Mr. X.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wetsuit?
Wetsuit, I'm a believer in two-piece, so whatever works. But I think shark skin is the best.
So pakai 2-piece lah.
Yes.
Implies to bikini as well, 2-piece.
Not
No,
that
I'm just
two-piece.
asking.
The two-piece yang tutup tangan, tutup kaki.
I ingat Shark Skin ada keluarkan two-piece.
Tutup
Boleh
kaki,
recommend.
Bukan yang two-piece yang sampai sini, lepas tu pakai socket.
Kita jumpa. Aku tarik Rod. Jap. Kau ingat dari Tori kita cakap episod berapa? Cakap kau nampak tu ke berdekah-dekah.
I rasa you kena invite lah a guest that focus on fashion in diving.
Ada.
Dia-
Dia yang masa kita orang cakap scuba sedikit dia ada, tapi mungkin tak nampak jauh sikit.
okay,
Boat dah
okay.
sebelah.
Dia macam I tahu yang dulu Crazy punya trademark diving in style. Tapi bila fashion in diving ni macam susah nak cakap.
It's kind of cute. It's just weird kan, because it's there. Lepas tu dia macam tu. Lepas tu dia expose banyak ni. Lepas tu dia stoking panjang. Kinky gila so kau dah nama. What you trying
Maybe
to
that's the
imply?
point. Maybe that's the point.
To be
Yeah, we get the
sexy.
point. We get the point.
okay.
Yeah.
Good.
But we just don't understand the point.
But-
we get the point, but we don't understand the point.
But have you seen or have you heard all the boys excited habis diving semua duduk kumpul setempat borak. Cerita apa? Kita buat kerja kan, aku dah habis settle student punya borak. Lah tak habis lagi cerita pasal wetsuit ni.
Hey, anyway. Okay, macropelagic.
Both. I love both.
If you can choose one,
The most
Pelagic.
pelagic. Favorite animal?
When I'm old, macro. When I'm older, macro.
Older sebut slow sikit, tolong.
Oh.
younger.
When I grow younger, macro.
Thank you.
Favorite animal? Or something that you look for?
Favorite animal above water or underwater?
Underwater.
Underwater lah.
Something that always
Whale.
excites you.
Whale shark.
No.
Because
Sure?
we don't see it all the time. So when you see, sure excited.
So above water,
Above water,
whale on the surface.
birds.
Birds.
Yeah.
Some special kinds of birds. But recently, I got into bird watching. Which scuba diving destinations also enables you to do that. So macam kill two birds with one stone lah.
So
Like, don't kill the bird.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
watch
sorry.
Watch
Sorry,
too much
birds.
with one stone.
Wrong.
What do you think about the seagull at Tokong Timur?
The seagull at Tokong Timur.
Masa dia tengah nesting, masa dia ada young chick, dia lalu atas kepala kau.
Lepas tu, dia berak.
No, berak. Keluar, dia pack.
Tak pernah pun dekat kena.
I pun
Selama
tak
ni.
pernah kena juga.
Mungkin Hans pernah
I
kena.
rasa okay
Sebab
lah, tak
I
apa.
rasa you punya kepala tu bersinar-sinar.
Yeah.
Aku pakai tanduk.
That's why.
Aku pakai
Dia
hood.
kepala itu bersinar-sinar. Mungkin.
Macam ni,
Ini
new
hanyalah
phenomenon.
teori ya, Tuan. Ini hanyalah teori, betul lah Tuan ya.
Ya.
Teori mungkin itu
Don't
bersinar-sinar.
blame the bird lah. Put it that way.
You're on the surface, kau tunggu semua kan tiba-tiba banyak. Oh, aku geram tu binatang ni.
Memang tak boleh nak salahkan burung tu lah. That's all I can say.
So now you use an action cam kan?
I do
Okay, so you prefer action cam or TG?
action cam.
Action cam.
TG, I think I prefer to just focus on macro lah. Sebab I rasa, sebab kan I ada good instructor yang taught me digital underwater photography. Tiba-tiba.
Macam kenal je.
Macam kenal orang tu.
Macam kenal.
Mak I bukan nama sebenar.
That was
Apa?
funny.
Favorite diving destination?
Anywhere in Indonesia. Favorite.
Choose one. If you can choose only one, where? Mana?
For pelagics, Maratua. For
Makro.
macro,
Triton.
Tulamben.
Tadi cakap Triton banyak.
Triton sebab I belum sampai tu tangkap gambar lagi. Tulamben I ada.
You just nampak je.
I ada, yeah. I mean I'm able to really capture the things that I wanted, right? So until I sampai dekat Triton Bay tu, take the macro photos that I want, then maybe I will say Triton might be my favorite, but Tulamben is the best macro option for now.
Based on your experience kan. Night dive or wreck dive?
Wreck dive.
Tapi takut masuk confined space.
That is better than being in the dark.
Takut hantu pula.
Yeah. Wreck pun ada hantu juga.
Deep dive shallow.
Dream.
Shallow.
Oh, deep dive shallow. Dream diving destination.
Galapagos.
Baru sebut tadi. Aduh. You know how much or not?
Sorry?
You know how much?
No.
7,350
Exclude
US
flight.
dollars.
US dollars.
Exclude flight ticket.
Yeah.
Okay lah, kita
Flight ticket
start
is
saving from
9,000
now.
ringgit.
9 to 10,000.
9,000 ringgit. So,
Maybe more after the fuel increase.
aku rasa a few increase dengan kau punya pocket money,
Yeah.
dengan kau punya tips money, gedebuk-gedebak.
About 60,000, I think 50,000, 60,000.
Yeah. 45, 50.
No,
also.
no. Trip itself dah 40.
No, trip.
Seven, 30
Time
plus lah.
apa,
32 macam tu lah.
Yeah.
Tiba-tiba
Let's say
jadi
30 lah.
Time
no,
for,
let's say
time for.
$8,000. 8,000 dah 32.
No.
32 lepas
Flight
tu
9,
flight 9
41.
10 41.
tiba-tiba kelas matematik pula.
Makin lambat
Boleh.
ni, makin banyak
Boleh
lelaki.
punya. Boleh punya.
Boleh.
Yakin boleh.
Yes. Sebab tu lah kita panggil dream destination.
Dream
Ha.
destination. You can always dream.
Yeah.
Dream is cheap or
Dream.
free.
Yeah, dream is free. Not cheap, it's free.
It's free.
Tengoklah one day. Anyway, so
Anyways.
any more questions? Rapid fire? Tak ada?
Rapid fire tak ada. Aku nak tanya any funny moments that you experience during your diving days? Aside from Syah pijak splinter tu lah. Lepas tu masuk hospital kan.
Ataupun tengah-tengah you
Yang-
pergi diving, tiba-tiba bawa kamera semangat, tiba kamera tak ada dalam.
Okay, yang happen to myself
Ah.
is I rasa kat mana? Kat Mabul. I was going through one of the structures at
Dekat
one of
Paradise.
Paradise
I
One.
think so, yeah. And then tiba-tiba I rasa macam kepala I kenapa ada benda ni? A whole feather star was stuck there.
Macam mana siap feather star? Biasa feather star sangkut dekat
Dan lepas
seluar.
tu bila aku panggil Chris tu, dia macam help me, dia gelak dulu. Then baru dia keluarkan. So that's I at that point I felt it was very funny, but now that I tengah cerita ni, aku rasa macam tak kelakar pun. But yang happened to the divers in my diving group, yang kelakar, some of it would be, I tak tahu lah macam mana sebenarnya, tapi bila turun tu tak pakai fin. But it is funny when it happens, you know, and you see the person struggling, like
Betul
and then I remember our trip to Malapascua. Sebab kalau you nak tengok treasure shark tu kan, you kena bangun awal pagi, keluar pukul 3:30 macam tu. So of course they open the dive center, let you take everything, and then you go out, and then they close the dive center, they go back to sleep. Tapi ada satu kawan I ni hebat. Bila boat dah keluar like 2-3 minutes already, dia lupa bawa wetsuit, dia lupa bawa a few other things. Dia terpaksa lah, because of him the whole boat had to go in, he had to bang like the whole dive center yang tengah tidur bangun. Memang kecoh lah. So at that point it was funny, but now it felt, I don't know. But yeah.
Come back to Feather Star tu ni. Kau kena pun, kau sangkut Feather Star sangkut dekat structure lah.
I rasa
agaknya dia masuk dalam,
I accidentally swim past, then dia macam it's either it was floating and then it thought I'm part of the structure ke macam mana, tak tahulah.
Ataupun dia usik benda tu.
I tak usik. Sumpah.
Kau orang tak tahu cerita ni lah. None of you know this story. Kau tahu tak instructor kau pun kena dekat benda yang sama.
Oh really?
Tapi bukan salah dia pun.
Ada orang letakkan.
Tak. Dia tengah ambil gambar. Lama lah. Aku kena tunggu dia lah pula ambil gambar kan. Masa tu dia baru dapat kamera. Long time ago. His dinosaurs time kan. So lepas tu dia rasa ada benda langgar. Ada satu makcik Jepun ni sudah langgar dia punya kepala kan. Makcik Jepun tu kita invite masuk dalam grup lah. Kesian dia seorang-seorang kan. Dia cakap, come lah join. Dia cakap, okay, thank you kan. Arigato gozaimasu. So makcik tu dia dah langgar. Masa tu rambut dia bukan macam sekarang. Dia sekarang salt and pepper. Rambut dia panjang. Nama dia tu Mak Yi Blonde.
Memang blonde ke?
Blonde lah. Washed by the sea and heated by the sun kan ni.
Okay.
So kena rambut panjang kan. Rambut panjang tu. Makcik tu lalu dia tengok korang hajar tu. Dia tengah ambil gambar, tiba-tiba dia bergerak. Apa pasal? Makcik tu dengan Feather Star dekat dia punya kaki. Dia tak tahu dia sapu kat mana, dengan mari-mari dia tarik. Lepas tu dia pergi kat aku. Dia cakap, tengok. Aku terpaksa lah cakap, banyak gila shot Feather Star dalam kopi tu.
Okay.
It happens to the best of us.
Okay.
Yes, it happens.
Next time kalau tak nak kena benda tu jadi kan, you kena jadi macam mana tau?
Macam mana?
Jadi macam Hans. Dia tak boleh melekat.
Tak apalah, I rather have Feather Star melekat kat kepala I. Okay.
Tapi
Walaupun
kalau
Feather
macam
Star.
nanti lain pula jadi nanti
Kau nampak
burung
tak?
pula.
Burung pula.
Kau nampak ni tak? Ni.
Shiny.
Kau nampak ni? Ni?
Feather Star?
No, this is jellyfish.
Oh, okay. I pernah kena
Again,
juga
it happens to the best of us.
jellyfish on my forehead. Tapi dah okay lah. Tak adalah scar. tengok juga.
Anyway.
Okay, Dev, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Do you can we promote your IG? Do you
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
diving
sure,
IG?
sure.
What's your diving IG?
Daphne_Uijen, Uijen.
Alright, yeah.
Oh, it's Uijen.
Uijen.
Jen, like pigeon, sustagen.
I always thought it's Ujian. Sorry.
Ujian.
Ujian.
Ujian,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Tak apa. I had to teach my mother how to pronounce my own name. Because that's how I
Siapa
prefer
bagi
it.
nama kau tu?
Mak aku lah.
Dia pun tak boleh sebut.
Tak, dia panggil I Jen, Jen. Because actually
Dia nak
that J tu
shortkan.
tak ada dalam IC. It's just
okay.
Chia Uijen. But she will call me like when referring to me to other people, she will say Jen. I said no, my name is Jen. Not Jen. Tapi padahal dia yang bagi
Chia
name.
Uijen.
Yeah.
Sebab you tahu kenapa?
Kenapa?
Sebab you selalu pergi Tenggol.
Banyaklah kau. Anyway, Dev,
Kan dia selalu pergi Tenggol.
Okay lah, thank you very much for
Thank
joining
you,
us.
thank you.
Thank you, Dev,
Thank you
for
much.
us.
Thank you.
Spending some time with us 1 hour plus. Ni pun dah berbunyi ni. So 1 hour plus. cerita pasal your dive experience and whatnot.
Thank you
Ada
for
star
having
sangkut
me.
kat rambut.
So
Pakai on.
I never knew about the feather star.
Ada star.
Jangan lupa,
Jangan lupa.
again, thank you very much to ASK Coffee for
Yeah.
Now, kita orang
sponsoring
minum.
our coffee needs.
For us, don't lupa to subscribe,
Don't forget
like,
to
Yeah, and
share with your friends.
Follow our
and
IG, Instagram.
don't forget.
Press
I know
the
you like really. I know you
notification
subscribe.
button.
Already.
Your notification
Otherwise, I
button.
wouldn't dare
Ding.
turn up here.
Yes, guys, please. That will definitely help us.
Yep.
Nah, kita tak monetize lagi, but in the future we would love to monetize, not to make money, but I think to sustain this conversation.
Yep.
But we still open up to friends yang mana nak letak food
siapa
dia.
mau,
We
betul.
give a shout out nanti cakap thank you so much for the rezeki yang di share.
accept money and in kind.
Yes.
And equipments in kind.
Yep.
Yes. Or whatever lah. Equipment. Tengok aku dah cakap equipment. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us. See you in the next episode. And this is Scuba Syndicate. I'm Rod. Haikal. At the back, we have Apai Tabu and also Raihan. See you guys next one. Goodbye.
Minggu ni dia pula punya turn dekat Tioman kat Scuba Syndicate.